We can't have a movement without all of us. So now we're going to invite you to share your ideas and your questions and some very practical considerations. I know that there's a theory out there that once you've asked 40 people for their ideas, you know everything you need to know. Well, we're going to get lots of information from you tonight then as you begin to share your ideas. Don't move yet, but let me just share with you what the plan is. We have 4 easels up here with questions on them. And for example, one of them is what people and what organizations need to be involved, need to be pulled in to this effort. That's on the far one over there. And then this one is what do we need to have in place to have to be a sanctuary? What kind of support do we need? Do you need cots for people to sleep on or showers or whatever? And then over here we have another question. How might we organize this effort? So now we're asking some structural questions of all of you. And then you're going to come up with other things that don't fit in those questions. And so we have a 4th easel over there. And the way this is going to work is that I'm going to invite you, don't move yet, but I'm going to invite you to turn around or to cluster with people sitting around you. It might mean that some of you will need to be on your knees facing the pew behind you in order to get a group of maybe 4 or 5 or 6 people or so. And we're going to come around and we're going to give each one of these little clusters a pad of Post-its and invite you to put down your ideas, your suggestions, your questions, 1 idea per Post-it. And we're going to give you a pad and we're just going to ask you to write with a pen or a pencil, whatever you have in your pocket. We have some extra pens if you need one. And so Barbara Silvus and Margaret will come around, maybe a couple of others of you will come up and help pass these Post-its out once you get in your cluster. I'm going to give you probably 20 minutes or so to kind of begin to jot down, remember 1 idea per Post-it, jot down, and don't worry about your mentioning the same thing that you hear somebody over here mentioning, because we'll reorganize those, and tomorrow afternoon I'll type up all the ideas and we'll sort at that point. So 20 minutes or so, I would think, maybe by 8:30, maybe a few minutes after. Then I'm going to invite you to come up, or when you're ready, to bring your Post-its up, and maybe several of you will come, and you put your Post-it on the easel which relates to the question that's up there. And don't worry about where you put them. If somebody has cots and you have cots, just put your cot on top of their cot. And then we'll gather all that information. Don't worry about how it looks. Just think of everything you can think of that all together we need to be thinking about. So I invite you to move now, and Barbara and Margaret, and John has pens, so see if you can get yourself in clusters.